welcome to Flash Hobbies. If you haven't been on my channel before, I do RC tutorials, unboxings, and bashing videos. Let's get started with the unboxing of the Redcat Lowrider. 2020 was just a complete train wreck. Anything that had to do with hobbies or fun was jacked up in price. Anything that came out in limited quantities in stock and pretty much went to the scalpers. So as you can see here, all these prices are ridiculous for all of these RC items. So before we even get to the actual box of the Lowrider, here's what's included thanks to Redcat. So they include a nickel metal charger, a manual, has a Tamiya plug for the battery. It's got the instruction manual. You get some scale accessories like the decorative antenna. You get some steel weights. You can actually put those in the back to give it some extra weight for the back. A bind plug, interior decals, and exterior. This version is the blue version, so you do get some nicer decals on this one. So here she is, the 1964 Chevy Impala SS Lowrider from Redcat. I gotta say, the box on this thing is absolutely heavy for the size of it. I've gotten 1/8 scale trucks that don't weigh as much as this thing. And before we continue on with this, I just gotta say Redcat really did their homework with this. They found a niche market that you know, a lot of people have made lowriders in the past, but there's no way you're gonna get everything that's included in this for the price that it's at. You know, if you can find it at retail price, you know, it's very reasonable for what you're getting. Not only that, a lot of design work went into this. And I mean, the packaging is absolutely amazing. It's a very premium feeling, something that you normally don't get with Redcat products, and they're definitely stepping up their game in the RC world. Hats off to them for sure. And another example of this is just as the back of the packaging. Look at that. They really got some nice pictures of the vehicle. They're already showing you what it can do. Worked on this for years to get it to where it's at now. This is one of the few RCs that'll give you a very nice 6-channel radio. And when I say nice, it's very premium feeling. So I haven't opened this one yet, but I have tried one in the past. And then here is the blue body with the decals on it. It shows you that you can get up to 9 inches of hop height. So that's really, really cool. And this is RTR minus 4 batteries for your transmitter and a fast charger for the battery. The one that they give you is a very slow one. And again, when I say that this is just one of the nicest packaging that I've ever gotten for an RC, it's really, really nice. It really makes it an experience when you get this much work put into the packaging. Well, let's go ahead and open this thing up. So let's start off with the very top. They actually give you a really nice quick start guide and manual for this thing. You have all your decals in there. You have your decorative antenna up there, some grill stickers and interior pieces. So that's all in there. I gotta say, it's a really thick startup guide. I've never seen a manual that thick before, but I guess there's a lot of explaining to do as far as how everything works. Next is gonna be your transmitter that they give you. Again, packaged very, very nicely. And the one that they're including with this is the LR6X. So this is a 6-channel receiver. Pretty much what you're gonna do is you're gonna use these for the hydraulic system. And this is gonna be to actually drive the car. And these make it these are like quick switches, so both of these are basically as like quick so this is going to raise the front, this is going to raise the rear. If you do them real quick as little light taps, it basically is where you get your hopping action from. And these are going to be digitally controlled, so as much as you put on here, this is how high it will go up until it hits the max. You can drop it all the way back down, or you can do it slowly, or you can just keep going up and down with it. Very, very cool. Feels extremely good in the hands. Very nice quality to this control, especially for something that comes with an RTR. You normally don't get something this nice. Next is going to be our actual vehicle itself, and I gotta say, this thing looks absolutely amazing. Super, super nice. That color is like very nice metallic blue. You get a scale interior already with the car. Very, very nice. The wheels look fantastic on it. You get all of the rear molded. These are LED light buckets in the rear. These are actual chrome pieces that are on the body. Very, very nice. And here's the undercarriage in case anybody was wondering how it looked like. It looks very nice. Everything is very well hidden. Looks just like a real lowrider, and we're about to put it to the test. And then we'll turn it here in the bottom of the box. You get your slow charger that's included with this. So this is a USB charger for the battery. Which is a banana plug, which I'm not a big fan of, and you can easily upgrade this. Here are some steel plates that you can put in the rear for added weight. And then the final thing in the box here It's going to be these two things. So this is going to be your banana to Tamiya plug and your nickel metal battery. This is a 3800 7.2 volt. I would definitely recommend upgrading to a LiPo instantly. I am not a big fan of these, but they do have some good weight for this vehicle. I also forgot to mention that the inside of the box is actually a scale backdrop for it. So you can actually unfold this and use it as a backdrop for taking pictures with your car. So how cool is that? It's a very nice premium glossy feel to this. So when I said that they thought of everything, they thought of everything. Where are the body clips on this thing? Can you see them? Absolutely not. You know why? Because they put them on the underside. How cool is that? You got 1, 2 over here. You got 3, 4. Look at that. And all we have to do is take these off. And then before you know it, we can take the body off and let's take a look underneath. So now that we have the 4 body pins off, it comes off super easy. There goes your body. If you want to take off the interior, you can. It's just, it's going to be Velcroed on here. So very nice feature. Now no extra body clips to lose. And here's how everything is set up on this. So the way that this is set up is basically there are digital servos that are controlling everything. Now they did team up with Reefs RC for this one to give you a Redcat branded Reefs RC high torque digital servo for the front, because the front's really going to do a lot of the work, especially when you're doing the hopping. You need something that's very responsive and has a lot of power. So here is how it's set up. We have a servo here with a link that comes down to the middle. Once you activate that, it actually has actuated arms that come all the way down, as you can see here. See how the arms go down? And basically it's going to respond to the input on the receiver. So if you tap it quickly, it should just jump it and then retract the wheels back. Now this is only rear wheel drive. Your transmission is set up that way with a high torque motor here. Again, this runs on a banana plug with the battery sitting back here so that whenever you're hopping, you can get that weight. The shocks on the rear are connected to a servo on each side. And pretty much whenever, if you pull down on this, that's basically full extension. And it's gonna, as long as the car is on, it's gonna hold that position. And then, like I said, they're digital servos. So if you slowly start putting down on that switch, it'll slowly come down. If you just drop it fast, it'll drop all the way fast. Has a button built in here, so you can just drop the rear and drop the front and it'll slam all the way back down. And what's included for your regular steering is a hex fly servo. Honestly, this is not going to be a very hard used car, I don't think, so you don't really need to upgrade that. But in my experience, hex fly has always been kind of hit or miss with their servos. I've had good luck with other things on them. They're ESCs like the hex fly that comes with this. But just me personally, I would change out the hex fly servo, and everything else on here should be a-okay. The back rears, they give you 225 kg servos, so those are going to be more than enough power for this thing. But enough talking, let's see how this thing really runs. Let's go charge a battery and I'll be right back. So we have everything plugged up. The battery is back here. I have the receiver up and going. Everything is plugged up. Here's our receiver. One of the cool things is you can name it. Where it says Lowrider, you can actually change the name on that and it gives you your battery status. So this is how it works. We're gonna flip this one. This is gonna make it hop in the front. If you want it to stand up, then we're gonna engage the rears with these, and then we're gonna make it hop. Boom, we got it standing up all the way. And then you can let it down slowly on one side, or you can let both down. Then the next thing we can do is we can do the front. And once you do the front, you can't hop anymore because that servo is engaged. So the hopping goes away. What you can do is you can do alternate switches to do a 3-wheel. And this whole time you have full control of the car if you want. So it is kind of harder to drive whenever it's 3-wheeling, but it is possible. And we'll let everything down. What we can do is we can just raise the rear here and do a quick hop, and then we can reset everything really quickly. That's if you just want to show off real quick, and then you can drive off. If you want to just let it ride like that, we can let the whole front up at the same time. So that's pretty cool. Very easy to use. I must say they probably spend a long time on the rear as well, like just not the rear, but just the buttons themselves. They're very user friendly, very easy to remember. Takes, I'd say, no more than 5 minutes before you're actually looking at the switches, before you know what they do, and then you can just look at the car and translate it. So let's say we raise the rear and you want to drop it real quick, you can just hit that button and it'll go right back as soon as you let it go. Same thing for the front. We can raise the front, we can drop it really quick and do little quick hops if you want. My favorite bar none is this, just pulling up to someone, going all out, boom, let that thing go. And then we can let both switches down slowly, slowly, slowly. Let it drop, and then do some hops. How cool is that? That is so, so cool. Turned out my shop over here, but that's all right. And of course you have your regular reverse, your forward, your left, right. Now, one thing that I will mention is the turning radius on this is pretty bad. And I think it's just the way that the front suspension is set up that it's that bad. But yeah, that's okay. Like I said, that could also play into that hex fly servo, and you could replace that to get probably some better turning or snappier turning. But this thing has a very, very wide turning radius. But at the end of the day, you have to think of it, what are you using it for? Most likely, you're using it to show off. Most likely, it's just a little car show or something, you know, just to show off to people. So you don't really need that wide turning radius. And as well, the wheels are pretty small, so you're not going to do anything too crazy with it. Again, the whole point of this is just for scale looks and just to have some fun. I mean, who doesn't want one of these Lowriders, and then you can just hop that thing like nothing. It's so cool. We can hop it up on this side here, let that down. We can hop it up there, and then we can drop it. And again, it's all digital, so you control how much leverage you want on there, up until the max, of course. But still, very, very cool. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed this unboxing. As always, if you have any questions, leave them down below. If not, don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos. We're always dropping new videos. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you on the next one.